Introduction. The Great Question of Humanity. About 600 words. Since the dawn of time, humankind has looked up at the night sky and wondered, are we truly alone in this vast universe? The endless darkness, dotted with billions of stars, does not only spark our curiosity, it also ignites the haunting thought of other worlds, of civilizations far more advanced than ours. Throughout history, countless people have claimed to have seen strange objects flying across the sky, things unlike any plane, balloon, or satellite we have ever known. These mysterious sightings came to be called by one familiar name: UFO, Unidentified Flying Object. UFOs are not just the stuff of science fiction movies or comic books. They have appeared in classified government files, in reports from trained pilots, and in testimonies of credible witnesses. From farmers and doctors to police officers and even NASA astronauts, many have claimed to experience something extraordinary in the skies. In today's video, we will travel back through time to uncover the most famous UFO encounters in human history. Events that shocked the public, stirred fear and fascination, and gave birth to wild theories about extraterrestrial visitors. Brace yourself, because what you're about to hear may forever change the way you look at the night sky. Part 1. The Roswell Incident, 1947. The birth of the UFO legend, about 1,000 words. July 1947. Roswell, New Mexico. On a quiet morning, rancher William Brazel discovered strange debris scattered across his field. These were no ordinary fragments. Some witnesses described them as lightweight metallic sheets that could bend but instantly return to their original shape. When Brazel reported his discovery, the military quickly swooped in and sealed off the site. On July 8, 1947, the Roswell Army Airfield released a shocking press statement. They had recovered a flying disc. Newspapers across the country exploded with headlines about a crashed UFO, but just a day later, the military abruptly retracted their statement, claiming it was merely a weather balloon. The conflicting accounts only fueled suspicion. Why announce a flying disc, then backtrack so suddenly? Had the U.S. military accidentally let the truth slip out? Rumors spread that alien bodies were found along with the wreckage. Locals claimed to have seen small humanoid figures being transported under heavy guard. For decades, Roswell remained the epicenter of UFO conspiracy theories. Many believed the debris and bodies were taken to the top-secret Area 51 facility, where the U.S. government allegedly hides alien technology. Roswell did more than spark UFO curiosity. It ignited an entire cultural movement, inspiring countless movies, books, and TV shows. Today, it remains the origin story of modern UFO lore. Part 2. The Phoenix Lights, 1997, When the Sky Turned Bright, about 800 words, March 13, 1997. Over the state of Arizona, thousands of people reported seeing a massive formation of lights crossing the night sky. The phenomenon became known as the Phoenix Lights. Witnesses described a giant V-shaped craft with rows of glowing orbs. It moved slowly, silently, and appeared to blot out the stars as it passed overhead. What made this case extraordinary was the sheer number of witnesses: ordinary citizens, doctors, police officers, and even the governor himself. Governor Fife Symington initially joked about the event, even staging a mock press conference. But years later, he admitted, "I saw it too. It was something that defied explanation." The U.S. military claimed the lights were flares dropped during a training exercise, but witnesses strongly disagreed. They insisted that flares don't move in perfect formation across the entire state, and they don't hover silently for hours. To this day, the Phoenix Lights remain one of the most widely witnessed UFO events in modern history. Part 3. The Rendlesham Forest Incident, 1980, Europe's Roswell, about 800 words. Late December 1980. Rendlesham Forest, Suffolk, England. U.S. Air Force personnel stationed nearby noticed strange lights descending into the woods. Curious, several soldiers went to investigate. What they found was beyond belief. A metallic, triangular craft about 3 meters high, glowing with an otherworldly light. Its surface bore unusual symbols, similar to hieroglyphs. Sergeant Jim Peniston claimed he touched the craft and instantly received a vision of strange binary code flooding his mind. Years later, researchers decoded the sequence, which appeared to contain coordinates pointing to mysterious ancient sites across the globe. For several nights, the lights returned. Multiple witnesses, most of them trained military personnel, testified to the events. The British Ministry of Defense downplayed the incident, saying it posed no threat to national security, but many researchers still call it Britain's Roswell. With dozens of credible eyewitnesses, the Rendlesham case remains one of the strongest pieces of evidence in UFO history. Part 4. O'Hare Airport, 2006. A Disc over Chicago, about 700 words, November 7, 2006. Chicago's O'Hare International Airport, one of the busiest airports in the United States. Airline workers and pilots suddenly noticed a metallic disc-shaped object hovering above Gate C-17. It remained stationary for several minutes. Then, in an instant, it shot straight upward at incredible speed, piercing the clouds and leaving behind a perfectly round hole. Witnesses were stunned. Pilots and ground crew described the object as solid, metallic, and unlike anything they had ever seen. The FAA quickly dismissed the sighting, calling it a weather phenomenon. But many ask, what weather phenomenon creates a silent metallic craft that rockets into the sky with such force? The O'Hare sighting remains one of the most credible cases, largely because of its professional witnesses. Trained aviation staff. Part 5. The Tic Tac UFOs, 2004, when the U.S. Navy spoke out, about 900 words, November 2004, off the coast of California. U.S. Navy pilots were conducting training exercises when their radar detected unknown objects. Upon visual contact, they were stunned to see smooth, oval-shaped crafts, white like Tic Tacs. These objects performed maneuvers impossible for human aircraft, dropping from 60,000 feet to sea level in seconds, darting at extreme speeds, and changing direction instantly without wings, engines, or exhaust. Commander David Fravor, one of the pilots, described it. "I've never seen anything like this. It had no wings, no rotors, no exhaust, but it moved in ways that defied the laws of physics. Even more shocking, the encounters were captured on infrared cameras. Years later, the Pentagon released these videos to the public, officially acknowledging them as unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. The Tic Tac UFOs marked a turning point, the moment when the U.S. government admitted there are objects in our skies that cannot be explained. Part 6. Analysis and Theories, about 800 words. So, what are all these mysterious objects? Researchers generally divide the possibilities into 3 main theories. 1. Top secret military technology. Some believe UFOs are advanced aircraft developed in secrecy, but skeptics point out these sightings span decades and multiple countries. If such technology existed, why has it never been revealed or deployed openly? 2. Natural phenomena or psychological illusions. Could UFOs simply be misidentified meteors, atmospheric reflections, or mass hallucinations? While possible, such explanations struggle to account for radar confirmations, physical traces, and consistent eyewitness reports from trained pilots and military officers. 3. Extraterrestrial visitors. The most controversial, yet most captivating theory. UFOs are vehicles from another civilization. Perhaps they are observing us just as we scan the skies for habitable exoplanets. Each explanation raises new questions. But one thing is clear, the UFO mystery remains unsolved. Conclusion: an open question, about 400 words. From Roswell in 1947 to the Tic Tac UFOs of 2004, these encounters remind us that the skies above hold secrets far beyond our current understanding. Perhaps they are illusions. Perhaps they are cutting-edge human technology. Or perhaps they are signs that we are not alone. And maybe, right now, as we speak, something or someone is watching us from the stars. What do you believe? Are UFOs proof of alien visitors or just human invention shrouded in mystery? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next journey into the unknown.